Right, Ray, so today just went at the races.
No, we were second best today. I have to take that on board. We were second best today all over the park. It was disappointing for me. A derby game. There's one thing I do expect from my teams is to make sure they're competitive, and the whole game today, I think we were second best at everything, and that's really frustrating for me.
So what do you bring that down to, being second best all the time? I mean, at the beginning of the game, the players were up for it. You could see the fans were up for it, but then all of a sudden, when the whistle is blown,
No, listen, I'm sure the players were up for it, and mentally they were up for it. But when they went out there today, quality wasn't on show for me today. I've said that to them after the game. You know, football's about quality, competitive enough quality when you've got the ball, and today we weren't good enough on the ball today, and that made it difficult for us. And we couldn't get close enough to these players and shut them down and got on top of them that it was demanding. So, listen, a very frustrating day for me today. But, you know, in games like this, you learn a lot about your players. You learn about what's needed for the club, you know, and we'll continue striving to improve, you know, the quality of the club.
Is it a worry for the game itself where we didn't really even have a shot on target?
It was for me because I was disappointed in that. We spoke about that after the game. It's, you know, the game was petering away from us without us really making an impact on their goal, and that was very frustrating. But that's down to the fact that we didn't have any quality throughout our team passing the ball and keeping possession of it. You know, I said to them after the game, we never put any passages of football together, and that was really disappointing for me.
Half time, of course, you made a couple of changes and a slight change in formation.
We had to. Aidan Connolly was getting the run of the park today. He was getting on the ball constantly, and we thought, listen, we have to get him closed down. We changed it to a 5 or a 3, if you want to call it that, and we pushed Aero right on top of him. It made a difference because you know, Aidan wasn't as influential in the second half, but we didn't get the service into the box we were looking for with Tommy down the left hand side, Aero down the right. So again, we tried to change it again because we needed to get someone out of the game. So we went back to a 4-1-2-3, and right up until the 80th minute. But the 88th minute, we still had a chance of getting someone out of the game. So we're trying everything. We tried everything to get someone out of the game today. The only thing today for me was we lacked quality today, and that's disappointing.
And even sort of slight basic errors at crucial times when the goals were scored?
Massively crucial. We worked so hard on stopping crosses. People know their jobs, the positions to be in. First goal's a very, very easy cross in the box. It should have been dealt with, i.e. stopping the cross. And the header should have been dealt with. And then the second goal is just, we've given the ball away so cheaply, and then we don't go and win a tackle on the edge of the box, which is really, for me, so disappointing because we've made it easy for them today, you know, and we never played well. But there's one thing we should be when we're not playing well is we're doing our job professionally, and we've contributed to their 2 goals today.
One thing you have done, obviously, you've sort of rung the changes a little bit with players going, and also Robbie Much going on an emergency loan, and obviously trialists being looked at. I mean, how's that progressing? Could we see more signings in the next couple of days?
Well, listen, we're always looking. It's really difficult at this moment in time. There's not a lot of players out there that, you know, that can enhance your squad at the moment, or available to come to Falkirk. You know, so it's a difficult period trying to recruit. You know, we will try and recruit well for January, but at the moment it's so difficult. But we are looking, and if we can do anything that will improve the team, we'll certainly do it. There's no bones about that. But right now it's just a case of we're going to have to grind this out. We're going to have to work extremely hard. We're going to have to make sure that everybody's up to speed in terms of fitness and application, and we're just going to have to grind it out till January. With
the players that you've gone, is that even as well a sort of a shot to the players to say that know that your place is not safe?
Absolutely. Like, we need to set standards at Falkirk, and everybody's got to come in and work to a standard every single day. They've got to live professionally, they've got to work professionally, and that's just a message to the squad there that, you know, this, if you want to be a Falkirk player, this is the standard you need to meet. So, listen, it's a bad day at the office today. It's a derby game. We're absolutely gutted that we've lost. But more frustrating for me was the fact that we never really had a shot on goal. We weren't competitive as I'd like us to be. So, but we're going to regroup, and you know, we'll ride this out, and we'll just make sure that we keep improving.
And we've obviously got a 2 week gap. Obviously, we go back to Morton, obviously back to your old club as well. Is it going to be one of those ones where there's going to be a bit of a circus around it? Obviously, with you going back to Capello, so obviously trying to concentrate on the players to make sure that they do their job rather than worry about what's happening around about them.
100%. As my focus is always on the game. Listen, there'll be no circus around me. I'll be focused, and we'll make sure the players are focused too. And you know, we want to go down there and get some points on the board.
Ray, thanks so much for your time. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.